Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel, and it's Sunday, so that means we're gonna have some masteries from my viewers, from my subscribers, and today we have two of them are light tanks. One is extremely rare to watch. You will see it. It will be the next game, but the first one is from Unfair, from Acer Clan, and his Jageroo, as you can see. And it's gonna be quite interesting due to positioning. He went on the place where I wouldn't push, to be honest, because I don't find this position extremely well for the Jageroo. But you will see that this will give him opportunity to ace the tank. So I guess sometimes positioning, it really depends on kind of luck, kind of enemy team performance and positioning. And you can see right now that he's in a position where he has shots only in certain spots, like he can't shoot over those ridges. He can't really do much on the other side of the map. He can only just demolish this VK if he pokes out, and this waffle which is sitting at the back. But like basically there's nothing much he can do on the left side of the map, because this map is made in the manner that it's really not created to get shots over the map, over the whole map, which is great in some way, because it's safer for you to maneuver over the map, but it's kind of hard to get a nice position. But as you can see, Reds are starting to push, which is great for our amigo here, because he still has shots. He's secured from the left side, from the right side, and he has some friends. So now it's kind of sticky, because if you watch the minimap, he has enemies in front of him and one projectile really close to him, and that projectile is the main main issue, because it's a turretless TD and you can't face two directions at the same time. But thankfully his team was pushing a bit on this projectile, when he makes a mistake of not watching the minimap, focusing on the sniper mode probably, and got deleted. And here's a nice bounce, and you can see there's a mouse sitting behind this little house and you have VK72 on the pathway on the upper side of the map. But now he's gonna move on, try to clear the mouse. I have no idea how this shot bounced. Seriously, it shouldn't be a bounce, but he bounced the shot. Mouse decided to shoot HE, which is great, because if you shoot HE, you do close to none damage to the Jageroo, which is great. And now it's basically all over for this mouse, because even though he can get some shots right now with Primo in the cheeks of the Jageroo, that means that even a little love tap from Jageroo from HE will just clear him out really with ease. And now there's a waffle. The waffle is kind of a problem, because he blocked himself over here, and that means the waffle can get a shot. Thankfully he wasn't able to kill him in the one shot, and he's clearable for the Jageroo, because he has the large alpha gun, so that's great in the situation like that. And it's now 2 against 1. As you can see, another Jageroo is a one shot. He's a one shot, and this VK72 is also close to a one shot, as I remember correctly. We're gonna see. No, they need to get 2 shots into VK to get him done. Unfortunately, he just hits the tracks, and at the same time he's getting shot by HE. That means he can survive the shot, and now they need to push him, otherwise there's gonna be no chance to win. And one HE shell and one heat shell makes it done for them. Great game. You rarely see this kind of games from this position. So 4 kills, 5k damage, without a point, top gun, high caliber, ace tanker of course, and 1386 base XP. Great game. And here's the most interesting one, and I will tell you why in a moment. If you take a look at the gun of this T92E1, you will find out that that's not the gun, the top gun, the one with the ATGM. That's the stock one. And I was kind of surprised that this stock gun is so effective. To be honest, really, it is an effective gun. I played it for a short time. I think I had quite a lot of free XP, and I was really wanting to check the ATGM mechanics in the game. So I basically free X'd the top gun and played with the top gun. But as you can see, you have nice rate of fire, you have quite nice accuracy, the penetration is good. Like, it's not really bad gun. And this opposite T92 has this big gun, the ATGM one, and that means that our amigo here can easily out DPM this guy. And that's the advantage, I guess, because after the nerf, the last nerf of the ATGMs, I don't know if did affect T92, I think not, the previous one did, but still I think this gun is gonna be better than the top gun on the T92, the one with the ATGMs, because you have better DPM, and this changes the playstyle of the tank. It really does, because now you can push and out DPM some tanks. You don't have to rely on your large caliber gun, so even if you miss one shot, you can still reload quite comfortably and repeat the shot. As you can see, the reload is below 7 seconds, and so the damage is still comparable to E50, this quite big caliber guns. Like you have, I guess it was 120 millimeter. I guess, I'm not sure, but it's no 120 will have 400 alpha, and this has 350, so that's probably a 105 millimeter gun. But still, as you can see now, this Devstar has a problem. He was expecting the big gun. So that means it was the T92 could shoot only once, and then he will have to reload for such a long time. But with this gun, it's not an issue, and that's great. That's especially when he told me that he mastered this tank. I have 2 masteries, both with the stock gun. I will show you this one here, and even more epic one with way more XP. In the mastery games, probably in a couple of days, because I have few still waiting to be on my channel. But you will see, he will get even more XP, and he will be even more effective than in this game. In this game, as you can see, the massive damage, like, you don't need to have this ATGM gun. He has over 5k damage already, 5200 almost. And yeah, that means that it's not like you have to play with the ATGM or with the 152 gun, the shotgun of light tanks, and you can be effective, and even more than this. Like, he has 2 kills, ace tanker, high caliber, and if you look at the XP, 1471. Great game. And the last one is oh, I haven't told you that the previous one was from my clanmate Kirill Zlatov, and this one is from Mr. Vodka, the same old Mr. Vodka, and T49, and he sent me like a buttload of those T49 games. I decided to choose at least few to show you. Because I have many of those from you guys, and Simply, I don't think you really want to just look at only at games from T49s and SU-152s and trying to make a kind of variety here so you can see different tanks, different masteries on different maps, and that kind of makes me just hold some of your replays for another time, just to make them more reliable. This one isn't really especially reliable. We have two light tanks, of course, and we have a Jageroo, but well, I had this Jageroo game waiting, and I didn't have really a third game in a light tank, so I decided to just make it happen the way you can see it. So T49 is basically a way weaker version of T92. As you can see, the gun handling is horrible. I mean, it's really, you have to be in close combat to make it effective. You have only heat and you have hash. That means you can't really pan nothing frontally. There's no way you're gonna pan a heavy tank frontally. Of course, you can splash him with hash, do at least some damage, but that means you will have to reload for such a long time. And the worst thing for me with this tank, that it has hash and it has heat. That means that any obstacle in your way, like anything, like a little ropes or kind of, I don't know, like kind of fence or anything, will stop the shell. So that means sometimes you can get trolled, and the same thing when you counter this kind of tank. You can use it exactly the same. You can hide behind the wall. If he shoots, he will hit the wall, and you will survive because he won't be able to hit you. Even those little tiny boxes lying here and there can stop the shell. So that means that basically you will be safe from T49 as long as you stay behind even the soft cover. That's enough for you to survive the shell. And as you can see, T49 is a mobile tank, maybe not epically mobile, but a mobile tank, and Mr. Vodka is using it to perfection, just to get behind, to get on sides of tanks, to get some shots, to deal massive damage, because the situation is kind of sticky. It's 3 against 3, but they are all enemies on this side, and they have one AFK, I guess. And well, that's gonna be quite hard for them. So now it's 1 against 3. Basically, it's 1 against 3. Of course, you have this one more guy sitting in the corner of the map, as you can see, and doing nothing all over the game. This guy that says T49 noob is just epic. But he could get a Klobanov for this game, and he should have the Klobanov for this game, because it's 1 against 3. But this guy, I hate the AFK guys, especially when I win the game. That means that this guy gets free XP. Like me, like he's in a winning team, even though he didn't do anything in the game. And now, well, it's 1 against 1. The KV4 is a kind of irritating opponent for T49, because even with the heat shells, it's hard to penetrate it, even from the back. It's possible, of course, but it's kind of hard. And now, just as usual, Mr. Vodka is gonna troll for some time, quite a long time, to be honest. This time, I think he just likes to troll people, especially in the KV4. This poor old KV4 really can't do nothing. Like even the red team and the green team is kind of irritated by Mr. Vodka just driving around and trolling this poor old KV4, and he's gonna do it even even in the worst way. Like, he's gonna drive in front of the gun, like he doesn't care anymore. He's just trolling this guy, and he's trolling his team, I guess, this guy that holding him a noob, just because he can. That's basically all. But he got bored by this in a second, and he just gonna finish him off with HE, with a hash, and finish this game. So basically, let's check the stats. So 5 kills, 3889 damage, ace tanker, top gun, high caliber, and Radley Walters, and it should be also a Kolobanov, but it's not. And as you can see, 1363 base XP, which is really great for a T-rate game. And basically that's all for this episode, boys and girls. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps a lot. And you can join me on my Discord. The link is in the description below. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.